Hi, my name is Jonathan Hicks. I'm back at the Dice Cup, and today I'm joined by
Steve.
Matt, and we've just finished playing Heckmech. I think the English version of this is called Pickomino, which is a push-your-luck game where you're rolling dice and you're trying to collect worms. At the end of the game, whoever collected the most worms wins. You can see I've got a pile of tiles here with worms on, so you're trying to get as many as you can. And the higher the numbers, the more worms there are on the tile. So when it's your turn, you roll the dice, and you can keep all of one number. So I look here and, I've got 2 5s, so I'm going to keep my 2 5s. Now I can't keep 5s again, so I sort of re-roll all the rest of them. I'm looking for anything except 5s because I've already kept those. So we roll them again, and this is not a very good roll because you kind of want high numbers. I guess I'll take the 2 3s. So now I'm on a total of 16. So I roll again. One key thing though is, in order to get a tile, you need a worm. So I really need to get a worm at some point. I have not got a worm, and I can't take what I've got before. So here, I think I'm going to have to take the 2 4s. This is a bit risky now. I am on, what am I on? 26. 24, but I really need a worm. Yes, 2 worms. Look at that. Now worms are worth 5 each. These dice go 1 to 5, and the worm is like instead of a 6, but it actually counts as 5. So what am I on now? 34. So I could take the 34, or I could take any tile that's lower than 34. Now you kind of want the biggest ones possible. But the other thing is that if you manage to roll exactly a total of whatever's on the top of someone else's pile, you can actually steal their one and it would go on yours. But in this case, I didn't roll 27 or 25, so I just did the highest one I can, which would be 34. I put it on top of my tile, so now that prevents the ones underneath being stolen. And you just sort of keep taking it in turns, rolling, trying to steal potentially where you can. Otherwise, you're trying to get as many worms as you can. At the end of the game, you spread out your tiles, count your worms. Most worms wins. What do we think?
Yeah, it's a nice push-your-luck game, I think. There are some, it's just rolling dice, but there are some tactical decisions. You think, do I take the 1 or the 2? If I take the 1 and then I roll a 5, I get to steal that specific tile. But if I take a 2 and then I roll a 5, I can't do it, because to steal someone else's, you've got to roll specifically. You can only gain or lose tiles if you roll a worm. Now, you can lose tiles in this game as well, so if you roll a worm at some point and keep a worm, and then fail to be able to take anything, you would lose your top tile, and then one in the middle will flip over, so it can't be taken anymore. So it kind of speeds the game down. Once 12 tiles are taken at any point in the game will be over. It's nice if you've got a high tile in front of you. You just want to take any. You don't want to lose your high tile. But if you've got like the 21 in front of you, you can kind of take that risk. You can kind of go for that extra roll. And any sort of push-it-up game, it's nice to have the chance to kind of gamble as such.
Matt?
Yeah, like Steve says, the tile that you've got on top affects how you play, and it's sort of gives it a little bit of a catch-up mechanic, because people who've got better tiles are less likely to take the risks. So yeah, it's nice. It's very simple. It's easy to play, very easy to learn. You only need to explain the rules once, and then away you go.
Rating?
I would say for this kind of quick game, I'd give it 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not for the heavy gamer, but I enjoy it. I've played it with my family. I'd give it 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, it's fun. I'm not a big fan of push-your-luck games generally, and they're laughing because I kept having to ask questions about how does this work again? Even though it's very simple, I kept misunderstanding the rules. I think for what it is, it actually does it very well. So although I don't like it, I do think it's well designed, and it'd be very fun. I think, Steve, you were mentioning, weren't you, it is great to play with kids. And certainly as a family game, I think it goes down very well. It doesn't take too long. I wouldn't recommend playing with too many players though, or it will slow down. There's nothing to do when it's other people's turns. But it is quite funny when people steal tiles off each other. So yeah, it's good. I think I'll be on a 7 out of 10. All right, thanks very much for watching. That was Heckmech, or Pickomino.